talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game.
What I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wilding out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Lion, my time, yeah, I go. I am not moving in silence if it ain't moving. We making movies, moving. I get the chance to take it. We about to build it. Ain't leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, movie, take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie, that's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get.
It's week 15 of the National Football League. And we've got the Giants' electric quarterback as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Giants and the Commanders coming up next.
That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand, and CD, you look at Washington coming into play here. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
Time Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Not sure what you thought, but I thought it was appropriate when he walked into our meeting with his arm totally encased in ice. Because he threw 5 touchdown passes last week and won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Yeah, but reading the paper this morning, and he said, gosh, I actually thought I should have got 6 or 7. But still, it was an amazing performance a week ago.
Well, I'll tell you what, if he thought he should have had 6 or 7, that's a guy who's an absolute perfectionist, not just greedy.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Throwing here, Howell. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. On third down, Robinson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. These two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes us up to the 47. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On first down, Howell. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again with the arm here on second down. Open man right side, Myers. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Gano's kick is good, and the Giants are off now with 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. As the Commanders make their way out on offense, let's take a peek at the playoff picture in the NFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 17 carries, 78 yards.
And a rushing title is definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
Al now to throw it. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Al throwing on 1st down here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 2nd and 5 from the 8. And Howe will throw it. And the ball is knocked out. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford.
Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Commanders are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter.
Ready?
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Up the middle they go. Corbin. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Out of the gun now on third down. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he will have a Giants first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, Corbin. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff running through the middle. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
On the run, it's Robinson. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Howell. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
And able to get this out to the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And Charles, he's a rookie. He's put it on the ground once, maybe defensively. Now they're saying, okay, we can get this young buck to cough it up 2, 3 times. He's got to be careful here.
Yeah, they do tend to zero in on the young runners because once one comes out, as you noted, you think there's an opportunity for more. This is where you have to get with that guy and say, all right, after you, but we believe in your talents. Take care of the football, and let's go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now they go screen, it's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Washington offense set to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, yes, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And once more, Howell back to the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now
Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there.
Go! 60 Vikings! Check, Panther!
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
Here we go, check!
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. Flushed out right. It's complete to Robinson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll run on first down. Corbin. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin with an always physical one in the NFC East. Heated rivals, Dallas and Philadelphia, at it again. And that one closing in on halftime with the Cowboys out on top. Dak Prescott lighting it up. He's got 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they lead the visiting Chicago Bears at the half. Kene Nwangwu, a touchdown run in that first half. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Devontae Parker, a touchdown reception. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Washington. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half. Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalpost. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Second down and inches. His throw incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On third down, Corbin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Back to throw now on first down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Now he's flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43. A good pickup there, 20 yards. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll work this down inside the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They'll look to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18.
60 Eagles.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Again, he'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jamin Davis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it. And he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series in the 2nd half. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. They'll go play action. Howell. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 14, 1st down Commanders. On the counter, this is Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
It returns it right back to Samuel. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. On 2nd down at 4, Howell. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Powell throwing on third down here. Able to connect with Dotson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Howell. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Cameron Curl with the tackle that time. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And the catch made by Johnson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. He's got Bellinger. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw again. And his throw is incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
He finds his man. It's Robinson. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They're throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Powell, another throw on 2nd down. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing here, Howell. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Taking about the 16. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Catch made by Slayton. And get this to the 44-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Flush to his right. He's got a man, complete. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. Looking to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chase Young, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now back to throw. Dancing to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Deron Payne in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
They begin the drive with Robinson, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 64 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. A give left side to Robinson. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Robinson on a give right side. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Second down and a run by Robinson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
This third down just got even more difficult. Third down and 15 after the false start. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. The Giants now down on the scoreboard. 40 seconds to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So a victory here for the Commanders. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Commanders, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah.